picked eighth in the SEC, ranked 16th, but seven SEC teams are ahead of you. Do you embrace the underdog role?
Oh yeah, I feel like that's something that our team, we do well. I feel like we enjoy that being the underdog. We find wherever they put us. We know that it's up to us to ultimately do what we want to do. So it really don't matter to us.
As you got here before the spring, you've had a few months under your belt here
Mm-hmm.
now. Just what has the whole transition process been like for you?
The transition been real. It been smooth. This team is like the brotherhood is something I've never been a part of before. It's like it's second to none. I feel like the guys they really brought me in since day one before I even got here, and I love it here. I love everything about it.
You mentioned the brotherhood. Maybe even on the field, how much more comfortable are you feeling compared to maybe the spring?
Oh yeah, I feel way more comfortable compared to the spring. When I first got here, I didn't really know what to expect, so I never transferred or anything like that before. So it was kind of different for me. I felt like kind of like a freshman all over again. But once I got the feel of it, now I feel way more comfortable inside the scheme.
What's the learning curve been like just spring digesting defense to now?
Um, I would say now, like when I first got here, it was kind of a different language. Once I kind of got the terminology down, everything slowed down a little more for me, and I was able to, kind of speak the same language as everybody else around me, and that allowed me to play better within the scheme.
A lot of you guys on this team have come from group of five schools.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of transition is that? Is it easier than you thought, more difficult? What are the biggest challenges?
I would say, probably it's a little bit more athletes that that are all capable of doing better things on the field. But it isn't a crazy transition for me. I would say, I feel like it's confidence is everything. I feel like if you're confident enough to go up against anybody, it really don't matter. But we definitely have a lot of great guys on this team that to where like you have to come to work.
When you made the decision to leave San Diego State, were you looking for a certain level or just a certain environment? What were you looking for when you made the decision to go somewhere else?
I was looking, for just a somewhere that I feel like that will push me, somewhere that I can grow as a man. That's why, you know, 10 seconds talking to Coach V, I knew that he was a good man I can follow and that I can, come up under. So that's one thing I was looking for that I kind of value over a lot of different places.
Des, what's it been like working with Coach Deacon again?
That's lovely. Coach D, that's my guy. He watched me when I was a pup all the way up to now. Like, he's literally seen like at me every step of the way. So that's like a blessing. I feel like that was a blessing in disguise that Deke was able to come here.
Has he leaned on you at all to kind of help shepherd these guys along on special teams?
Not really. I feel like we kind of was in the same position. We both had to kind of like get a feel for everything, get comfortable, and the guys love him. Like he fits. I feel like he fits in perfect with his coaching staff, especially with his work ethic. Like Deke is a great guy.
And talk a little bit about your relationship with Caleb Kelly and how's that been since you got here?
Oh, great. We talk all the time. I see Caleb every day. Like, that's another blessing right there. A guy that come from the same city. I was able to watch Caleb when I was growing up. So, being to be able to walk through the same hallways he walked through is crazy. I never knew the day would come.
Coach Venables confirmed that Jaden's going to be out for the year. What have you seen from J.J. Hester and some of those other guys in fall camp so far?
They're great. Like, me personally, I think we got, one of the best receiver corps in the nation. So, we got a whole bunch of guys that can go. It's unfortunate what happened to JG. He was a guy that helped me get better. When I first got here, we went up against each other a lot just because he's a very competitive player. And, I feel like JJ, he's very good. Like, we have a lot of great guys that's ready to come up after him.
In general, how's the cornerback room kind of come together just so far?
Yeah,
first couple weeks here.
We have a great group. Like all of our guys, like all of us can go. Like a real good, solid group. We got a little bit of everything. We got all flavors. Like we got speed, we got size, we got smarts. We got everything. I love our group.
What kind of growth have you seen from Jacoby from the spring to now?
Another guy like that with all the athletic ability in the world. Like another guy that's developing really good, and I think he's gonna be great.
What have you seen from a guy like Gentry this fall camp?
Gentry is another guy that's great, like a guy I can learn from. He's a guy that he really studies the game, and Gentry a guy I try to sit next to and ask questions because he's very smart and he's looking real good too.
How helpful is a guy like Woody, who not only has played so much, but he's been here for so long? How helpful is he?
Very helpful. You know, he told me the old stories about how he was on the same team with C.D. Lamb and Jay Hurts. Like, I just love asking him questions like, how was it? Like, you know, but he's really like the first guy that kind of took me under his wing when I first got here. Like, he the first guy I went to, like, off the rip. And Woody's just great. Like, he's literally everything you would think of him as a 6-year senior.
Any interesting stories from him about guarding CD or anything like that? Anything stand out?
Man, he just told me, like, he was like, yeah, he's like, I wasn't as good as I am now, so he got the best of me. That's what he told me.
Wish he could compete against him now, I guess.
No, for sure.
How do you feel you've improved as a player since arriving here in Norman?
I think I improved a lot. I think, you know, they taught me, like, you know, it's the smarts here is it's a whole different level. Like, you know, being around Coach V and Belai, like, it's a lot of learning that I took, you know. And I think I just became a smarter player just being around these guys.
What kind of role on special teams do you kind of foresee yourself having?
You know, that's another place, like, wherever they need, like, I'm gonna go hard with every special team drill. Wherever they need me, I'm willing to do. So, like, I'm open to any job on special teams.